some other group of people that are busy. We can also see another group of people that are busy with their work. So now we can say in this group, we have a set of people that are making things to happen from this image. Now, from this image, I can also see another set of people that are watching as things are happening around them. And we also have the third set of people that are not even aware of happenings around them. AI has been redefining different organizations. Different organizations have embraced artificial intelligence tools, and they have been reaping the reward of embracing artificial intelligence tools. But the sad thing is, some people are not even aware of these artificial intelligence tools. Some are not even aware of these artificial intelligence tools. Now, some people are aware, but they are just watching. But I like what we are doing in administrative hub in the sense that we are the ones that are making things to happen. And certainly we will always reap the reward of what we've been doing in the administrative hub. Now, another interesting thing I want us to note is that I used artificial intelligence tool to come back to develop this image or to generate this image. Even when I was preparing for this presentation, I remember the quote our bishop used to say that a certain percentage of people make things happen, a certain percentage of people watch things happen, and a certain percentage of people wonders why things are happening. Now, I thought that it would be nice if I just use text to represent that. Now, I've used artificial intelligence tool to convert that text into an image. And you agree with me that there are some ideas that we may have in mind that is they are better presented using an image. So now, the aim of this presentation is to bring to our awareness different AI tools that administrators across different organizations or institutions can employ to fine-tune their administrative processes. Truth be told, administrators are doing a great deal of work. In every semester, I may be given 2 courses to take. That's all I do as a lecturer: go to class, take my classes, prepare the exams, and grade the students. But administrators do a lot of work that are tedious. But the good news is there are certain AI tools that administrators can engage or employ to fine-tune their administrative processes. For instance, I started the example of Mr. Samde that will go to 15 Senate meeting, and they will ask him what happened in 10 Senate meeting, and he will still be able to recollect offhand. Now, Mr. Dare is not getting younger. A time could come that they will ask him what happened in 5th Senate meeting, and he may be finding them difficult to remember. He may be finding them difficult to remember. But the good news is there are different AI tools that we can engage so that he won't be bothering himself and he won't be disturbed as he's refining gracefully. So now, let me quickly discuss what artificial intelligence is all about. Now, artificial intelligence is a branch of computer science that aims to create computing systems. Now, these computing systems could be software, they could be hardware that are capable to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a branch of computer science that aims to come up with different softwares, different hardwares that can do anything human beings can do. That is what artificial intelligence is all about. And when I said anything human beings can do, I'm serious that that is the goal, to come up with a computing system that can do anything human being can do. Anything that comes to your mind that human being can do, you want to replicate such things in software or hardware system. So the tasks include learning, reasoning, problem solving, perception, language understanding, and decision making. You agree with me that this summarizes everything human beings do. Human beings learn, they reason, they solve problems, they sense their environment. They can communicate using different languages, and they can also make informed decisions. So the goal of artificial intelligence is to also come up with computing systems that can also do all these things that human beings can do. So now AI systems are developed using various tools and techniques. Those include algorithms, data processing, and computational models to simulate aspects of human cognitions. Now, when we are talking about aspects of human cognition, we are talking about mental processes and capabilities that are involved in acquiring knowledge and understanding through thoughts, experience, and senses. So now, the goal of artificial research and development is to create systems that can perform complex tasks, that can improve efficiency, and that can also complement human capabilities across various domains. Because you will agree with me that as we grow older, the things we can do when we were young, we may not have the strength or abilities to do them again. Now, as human beings age, software systems and hardware systems don't age. So the goal of artificial intelligence is to come up with software and hardware that can do anything human being can do. And the application cut across different fields. That's the reason why I call these artificial intelligence tools disruptive technologies. I call them disruptive technologies because they tend to alter the natural ways of doing things. They tend to alter the normal way of doing things and introduce a new way of doing things. So today, I'll be introducing us to different AI tools that we can use to enhance our administrative processes. Now, every computing, I said, can you give me a proposed methodology for the development of AI policy for universities? Now use base university as the case study. Our input is very, very important. So I said use base university as a case study. So in my output, it will also give put base university as a case study. Now, lastly, concerning the AI policy, I want to ask, summarize the process of development and implementation of the draft policy and close with concluding statements, as in less than a minute. It will summarize it, and it will close with a concluding statement. So this is how we can engage this artificial intelligence tool to enhance our job delivery, and our organizations will be happy with us. So now, I believe with this, I've done justice to how we can use ChatGPT in delivering our administrative tasks. Now, in addition to this ChatGPT, we still have another AI tool that is called SciSpace. We still have another AI tool that is called SciSpace. I will drop the slide in the chat box later. So now this is another AI tool we can use. It's available at typeset.io. Now, the uniqueness of this ChatGPT, the uniqueness of this platform is that, you know, what Mr. Sam, as in how Mr. Sam used to do those things, only God knows. To do a summary, as in offhand, of different Senate meeting reports. As in, there was a time we went to meet him in his office, and he was quoting Senate conclusion in a particular Senate meeting. And I was like, don't you have other things you do? As in, don't you have other things you do? Now, this platform can do those things for us. Now, let's say it can allow us to interact with our documents. Now, I would have loved to use, I've been talking about Mr. Dare Senate meeting. I would have loved to use one of the Senate meetings as a case study, but I know it may not be ethical. So that's the reason why I won't use it. So now let me now use just a random document. Now, once we upload that document, I've uploaded the document. So now let's assume that this is a Senate meeting or a minute of a meeting. Now, I can ask this platform, I can be chatting, I can be extracting information from this document alone. And the platform will be giving me answers from the documents. It is different from ChatGPT that will get its answers from any other resources on the web. Any question I ask will be extracted from the documents I upload. So now let's assume that this is the Senate meeting I've uploaded. Any question I ask will be extracted from that particular Senate meeting. Now let me go to the conclusion. Give me a conclusion of this Senate meeting. In a minute, let's say, as in during a meeting, they just invited Mr. Dayo. Give us the summary of the meeting that was held 3 months ago. And you already have this platform. Just upload the meeting. Ask the question. Give me the conclusion. In a minute, less than a minute, it will generate the summary for me. Now, this is one of the things we can do with this platform. Now, let me introduce another feature of interest in this platform. Now, I can use this platform to generate insights from a table. Now, let me upload another document that has a table. Okay, now let me see if there is a table here. Please let me quickly log in. Okay, now I've logged in. Ask questions on PDF. Okay, now I want to see if there is a table. Okay, now this document has a table. I can use this platform to extract deep insights from a table. It will be a table of results. It could be a table of financial reports, and we need deep insights from that data in tabular form. I'll just upload the document into this platform. I will select explain maths and table. Then I will come here, I will highlight the table. Immediately I highlight the table, my SciSpace AI tool will begin to extract insights from the table. Within a minute, you can see the volume of insights it has extracted from the table. You can see the table shows a comparison between the actual house prices and the prices predicted by the model for 20 different instances. Now, all these insights are being generated from the table. It has generated relevant results from the table. It has extracted conclusions from the table. Is this not awesome? Is this not awesome? Now, if I could profile these insights in a Senate meeting, wouldn't they be clapping for me? They may assume that I'm generating the insights often. They won't know that I've used certain AI tool to improve my delivery and ability. So now, finally, let me illustrate what I said Mr. Sam used to do. Now, I will upload many documents. And I will use this platform to extract different summaries and comparisons of those documents. Now, let's see. Now, I've uploaded 3 documents. Let me select them. I've uploaded 3 documents. Now, all the documents have conclusions. I want this platform to summarize the conclusion for me. In less than a minute, it has summarized the conclusion for me. In a tabular format, okay, summarize the results. In less than a minute, it has summarized it for me. Okay, summarize the limitations discussed from the document. Now, all these summaries will be extracted from the documents I uploaded, not outside the documents I uploaded. Now, summarize the introduction. It will summarize the introduction for me. So now, within a minute, I've extracted insights, information from all these documents within a minute. So now let's assume that I'm a student and I want to generate literature review. I want to review 50 articles. You know, when I came across this AI tool, I was like, it's really painful. I didn't mean I came across the AI tool when I was in Landmark University. I would have been publishing like 50 articles in a month or 100 articles in a year. And Landmark will pay for it. But you know where we are now, as in payment for article is another thing. So we're a little bit limited. So those are the things we can do. So there is no administrative task that we are given that must be difficult for us. When we engage these AI tools, we will see that they are meant to complement us and to enhance our ability. Now, there's no way I'll be using all these tools to maximize or enhance my job delivery, and my organizations will not value what I'm doing. So now that's how we can use this platform. We can still explore how to use the platform further. So now, let me go to another AI tool. This AI tool is called Chat with Any PDF, Chat PDF. It can be found at chatpdf.com. Now, let me see. It works in a similar way to how SciSpace works. Now, let me demonstrate how it works. I will upload my document. Now, I've uploaded my documents. After uploading my documents, I can now begin to extract information. I can now begin to ask questions from the documents. And the AI platform will be providing answers from the documents. Now, what is the significance of using random forest machine? Now, take a look at this. The reason why I talked about this, despite the fact that it has a similar feature to SciSpace, was that if it's giving you answers to your questions, it will let you know the page. You can see it extracted this answer from page 2. It extracted this answer from page 2. It extracted this answer from page 2. Now let's assume that it is Nigerian Constitution. Let's say I'm on the floor of Nigerian Senate and I uploaded Nigerian Constitution. I want to prove a point. Once I type a question from that, once I type a question into this platform, it will tell me the exact number of page, the exact page number where it extracted that question from. You can see the answers to my questions were extracted from page 2. You can see it extracted that answer from this page 2. Now let me ask another question. Ask this question. It will tell me the page number where the answers were extracted from. You can see property valuation from page 1. Market analysis from page 2. So I can begin to quote different sections of the Constitution, and I will be stating where the laws, the page where the laws are, and they will think I'm a superhuman being. They won't know that I've used artificial intelligence to enhance my capability and also to maximize my job delivery. So now that's what I want us to note with this platform. Now, I also want to talk about this platform, this AI tool. It's called ChatPizzle. Organizations don't just want to take decisions. They want to take data-driven decisions. And I know administrators do that a lot. They take what? Data-driven decisions. Not just decisions. Decisions based on data. Decisions that can be established from data. So now, we can use this platform to extract insights from data. We can use this platform to extract insights from data. Now, it's not only insights that the platform will extract for us, it will also generate charts for us. Let's assume I want to work on student data, students' results, and we have to manually generate the chart. This chart will work automatically within seconds. Generate charts for me and give me deep insights extracted from the chart. So now let's see how this works. I will upload the documents. Let's say I want to upload this document. Now, the advantage, one of the usefulness of this platform is that I can upload my documents in any format. It could be CSV format, it could be PDF format, it could be a Google Sheets document. It could be a comma-separated document. You can see it's analyzing the documents for me. It's analyzing the documents for me. And I said it will analyze the documents for us, give us deep insights, generate deep insights from documents, and also create charts for us. So now, creating charts is no more a difficult administrative task for me. Within a minute. Now, it has not used 5 minutes. And the data set I've uploaded has 1,027 rows of data. Administrators deal with large volume of data. Now, analyzing this large volume of data will always take us days, hours. You can now see it's generating 32 charts without stress. It's generating 32 charts for me without stress. And it will not just generate 32 charts for me, it will still give me deep insights, deep information about the charts. And you know, having all this information, it will boost my delivery. If I want to deliver the task for my boss in the presence of my registrar, it will boost my confidence because I've known that I've done a good job. Now, let's ignore the charts and let's focus on this aspect. Look at the description it has generated for me. It will generate different descriptions based on different charts. Now, it has generated 32 charts for us. Now, let's see the total number of charts. We can see from that document, it has generated 31 different charts. You know, it's one thing to analyze data. It's another thing to also know the best charts to visualize our data. But this AI platform will generate insights, analyze the data, and give me the best charts for that particular data analysis task. So now, let's start with this first chart. Occupation's strong predictive power for income. It will describe the chart for me. This matrix demonstrates the predictive relationship between columns. It utilizes a predictive power index that can identify both linear and complex relationships ranging from 0 to 100. Now imagine if I'm doing this kind of presentation in the floor of the Senate or in the presence of my boss, he or she will be happy. So now take a look at the insights. The strength indices are bidirectional. For instance, the H column can moderately predict cars with a score of 36, while the cars column has a weaker ability to predict age with a score of 14 in the opposite direction. Darker squares indicate stronger predictions, leading to a more meaningful chart. Now, these are just the description of the chart. Now, let's now talk about the insights that this platform has generated from the chart. Take a look at this. Understanding the relationship between occupation, income, and other factors can help us to make better predictions and decisions. The data has important information and patterns that can help us understand things better. Now, we found from the chart, we found that a person's job can help predict how much money they can make. Is that a lie? No. A person's job can help predict how much money they can make. Now, with a score of 60 out of 100, the second insight, also a person's job can help them predict where they live. Now, I'm in Abuja. You know, if you ask any friend, where are you? I'm in Abuja. We have different people in Abuja stay in different places based on your income. We have Nube around, we have Nube inside. We know where the politicians are staying. We are not staying there because we are not earning like them. So what the platform said is true. A person's job can help predict where they live. Now, if I'm staying in a remote area, if they triple my salary, I can now say, okay, let me move out of the ghetto and go to a more developed area. Now, take a look at the level of insight. If I want to do this manually, it will be stressful for me as a human being, and it could take days or months for me to generate all these insights. Now, take a look at another chart, commute distance and region. Take a look at the insights. The findings suggest that there is a significant relationship between commute distance and region, with certain distance ranges having a strong impact on where people live. That is, distance will always impact where people live. Now, this could indicate potential differences in commuting patterns across different regions. Now, take a look at the second one. We looked at how far people travel to work and where they live. And we found that there is a connection between how far people travel to work and where they live. This means that the distance people travel to work is related to where they live. It could have been difficult for me to generate or deduce this insight from my charts, but this artificial intelligence platform has helped me to deduce the chart for me, the insight for me. Now, let's assume that I'm not still satisfied with the insight. I can come here and click this AI button. It says, dig a little deeper into the AI side of this specific chart. Once I click the AI button, it will still what? Generate a deeper insight for me. So now, if they give us a task to do as an administrator, in this era of artificial intelligence, there is no excuse for us not to deliver our tasks timely. I know with administrators, delivering their tasks timely is very, very important. Timely delivery of the task is very, very important. So we can use these AI tools to enhance our job delivery and improve our capabilities. Now imagine the different charts. If I want to use Excel to develop these charts, number one, I may not have the knowledge. Number two, it could take me days or hours. But with this AI tool, I've been able to do it without stress. Now, we can take a step further to download our charts. We can take a step further to change the colors. We can take a step further to share this chart. So this is what we can use this AI tool for. So now the next AI tool I want to introduce, I'm very sorry if I'm rushing. I'm trying to mind my time.
You can please drop it off.
Yes, ma'am.
You can also drop it at the
WhatsApp group.
The administrator. Yes, yes. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So you have it already in the chat box, just in case you're here and you're not a member of the administrators hall. He has dropped it here for you to enjoy, and we'll also get it on the chat box on the administrators of the platform. Thank you so much, Dr. Akande.
You're welcome. So
we have about 18 people, so we'll continue now.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we've explored how we can use this ChatPZ platform. We can also go ahead to further explore how to use the ChatPZ platform. So now the next AI tool I want to talk about is this Pop AI platform. Pop AI platform. Now, I know administrators make presentations a lot. Administrators make presentations a lot. So now we can use this platform to generate presentations. in less than 2 minutes. The only thing we need to do is just provide the topic. I would have used this platform to generate my slide. But I know if I use the platform to generate my slide and I'm making the presentation, you will know that no, I use this platform. So now, let's, exactly. So you can still use it to chat with a document. Now let's explore how we can use it to make presentations. Now, now I'll go to create new presentation. I'll paste the title of my presentation. Let me get something. Now, I've pasted the title of today's presentation. So number of pages, let me say 10. I'll select the number of pages, word amount, regular, audience. Is it, let me say business, slides, form. Let me choose general. Now I'll just click go. And it will begin to generate my slide. So now let's see the kind of slides it will generate for me. Now it's creating what? The contents. It's generating the different outline for me. Now, had it been I use the platform to generate the contents of today's presentation, you would have known. So you can see the different sections. Section 1, talk about understanding AI workflow automation. Under that, talk about role of AI in administrative workflow. Talk about AI workflow automation in practice, blah, blah, blah. You can see it has generated content. I only provided the topic or the title of my presentation, and it has generated all this for me. So had it been the speech will be a 3 days training, I can use the first 2 days for these theoretical discussions. Then the last day will be for practicals. So after that, I will click create presentation. But this is a free version I'm using. I may not be able to create presentation with this free version. Wow. I can even create it. I'm surprised. I thought I would be able to create it. You can see it's generating. You can see that this presentation is better than my own presentation. The slide is generating for me. It's better than the slide I'm using for my presentation because it's adding beautiful images. Now let's assume that it is my registrar that gave me this task, and within a day I could deliver. I will be promoted. Once I please my boss, as in anything I want, I will always get. Now, take a look at these beautiful slides. Imagine this. Take a look at these beautiful slides it has generated for me. You can see that this slide is better than the one I'm using. It has blended it with different images, different background images, integration of AI tools, blah, blah, blah. You can see how beautiful the presentation is. So there is no excuse for any administrator to say he doesn't know how to generate slides. There are different AI tools we can use to do this within a minute. So now, I'm not saying we should just use the content verbatim. It is still left for us to modify the content. These are suggestions. When I tried it out and it gave me all these suggestions, I told the platform I'm not interested. I didn't use it. So now, this is not what I'm even interested in. What I'm interested in is a particular tool that this platform has. If I want to convert my text into image, this was the platform I used to convert my text into image. This was the platform I used to convert my text into image. Now I'm using a free version. Now, take a look at this. So now, okay, let me go back to the text, how I generated the previous image. I as in the purpose, that purpose post was just coming to my mind. Some people make things happen. Some watch things happen. Some are not aware that some are not aware of what is happening, are not aware of what is happening. Now, I want to convert this text into an image. Now, let's see how the platform will convert that text into an image for me. Wow. I've exhausted my free version. I've exhausted my daily limits. So except if I log in with another account, I'll be able to do that. But this is the platform I use to generate the introductory image I shared with us. Now let me share that introductory image. Now this image, I don't know if you can see the image. Can we see this image? Yes. This is the platform I use. Thank you very much, ma'am. This is the platform I use to generate the image. I just typed that word. So some people make things happen. Some watch things happen. Some while others wonder why things happen. And it's generated this beautiful image for me. So this is the AI tool I used. So now let me continue. So I have just two more slides, two more AI tools. So the next slide is this slides go. We can still use this slides go to generate a beautiful chart, a beautiful slides for a presentation. Now you just paste the title of your presentation, then you select AI presentation maker. Now, okay, writing tone should be professional, language should be English, number of slides should be 8. Style, I need is it colorful style? Is it geometric? Is it professional? I need professional slide. I'll just click generate presentation. Okay. Now this is the title, generate presentation. It will generate the presentation for me. So you can see it's generating the presentation for me. So you can see that we can use all this AI tool to enhance our delivery. Now take a look at the slide it's generating for me. And this slide's not perfect. I intentionally did not use these AI tools to generate my slide, because if I used it when I'm doing my presentation, you will know. You can see it has even recarved the title, Revolutionizing Organizational Efficiency, Harnessing AI Tools to Transform Administrative Workflow. Take a look at the second slide. This is awesome. Take a look at this, challenges in administrative workflow. You see that the images matches the content. You can see this table is disorganized. Now take a look at this, AI tools for work automation. Take a look at the complementary image. Take a look at this, enhancing decision-making with AI. Take a look at this guy. He's looking at a screen and perhaps he's visualizing how you can enhance decision-making with AI. Now, take a look at these implementation strategies. Take a look at the image. You see that the image complements the content. Now, then the conclusion and this. So I can edit all this. Let's say I don't want this. I can delete this. So I can edit the content. I can decide to increase the fonts. I can decide to add numbers to it. I can decide to bold the content. I can decide to put this in italics. So I can use this platform to prepare my presentation. So after preparing the presentation, I'll just go to download. Then I will decide, do I want to download it in JPEG format, PDF format, Surprisingly, the PowerPoint format is not available in the free version. But these are AI tools that organizations can subscribe to enhance their activities. Now, the last AI tool I want to introduce is this Quibot. I believe many people should be familiar with this Quibot. Now, Quibot is also a tool we can use for paraphrasing. You know, there are ethical issues that comes with the use of different AI tools to create content. Ethical issues like, what's the source? Ethical issues like plagiarism, in the sense that certain AI tools may not reference the source where they got the content from. So those are some ethical issues that comes with the use of AI applications. But now, if you get any content from this AI platform, we can always come to this platform. We can use it to paraphrase what AI has generated for us. We can use it to paraphrase what AI has generated for us. Now, let me illustrate how the paraphrasing looks like. Now, this is the funniest thing is this is the only AI platform I've subscribed to. So I have the details for the premium version, and I'll be making it available for every member of the administrative hub to use while the subscription still lasts. So now, you're welcome. So now I can paste it. You're welcome. So now let me try and log in so we can see how it works. You can see it saying upgrade to premium version. You can see I've logged in. I have the premium version. So now it has different stages. Now, if I want to paraphrase this using academic tone, it will paraphrase it for me. It's the best paraphrasing tool we can use. Now, if you want to use creative, it will use another tone for me. Okay, if I want to use shorten the length of the text, it will summarize the length of the text for me. If I want to expand, it will expand the length of the text. It will expand the length of the text. It will expand the length of the text for me. So this is another AI tool that will always admonish us to use. In fact, this is the most important AI tool. It's always good for us to use all those AI contents verbatim. It's always good for us to rephrase the AI contents so that there won't be any ethical issues. So with this, I believe I've achieved the aim of this presentation, which is to bring to our understanding or bring to our awareness different AI tools that we can use to enhance our administrative tasks. So once again, I want to appreciate my mentor par excellence, Mommy, for this privilege he has given to me to make this presentation in this highly referenced platform. Thank you, Mr. Sam. God bless
Thank you so very much, Dr. Akande.
Thank you, sir.
Brilliant presentation.
We appreciate you,
Brilliant presentation. Thank you so very much.
Thank you
very much, Dr. Akande. You know, a couple of days ago when I got your profile,
thank you, sir.
And I read through it. The first thing, the silent reaction, my silent reaction was that, wow, this man has done very well for himself. Thank you so very much, Dr. Akande, for making us proud.
Thank you very much.
Thank you also for this delivery. Thank you so very much. Now, quickly, we are moving in. Our time is well spent, and then we need to move very fast now to wrap this session up. But before doing that, I want to quickly apologize for the various glitches we have experienced in the course of this session today. You know, when you make a lot of preparations and the like, and some things decide to say, okay, no, I don't want to work the way you have programmed me to work. You know, Dr. Akande said we should not rely too much on whatever the AI generates for us. We should also look at it and then tinker with it. Well, that was the kind of thing that happened to us this afternoon, and please bear with us. but definitely the delivery has been worth it. I use some of these AIs to myself, but with this presentation, I know how to use them better. Now, if you want, in order not to have a rowdy session in-house this afternoon, I will want us to go about it this way. If you have any question to ask, please drop it at the chat on the chat platform, and I will pick it from there and read it out to Dr. Akande for a response if you have any question so far. Now, Dr. Akande, I have one question though.
Thanks, sir.
And the question is this. This thing has been bothering my mind. You can just note it down, then I will go to the comment to the chat section and see if there are other questions there also. One thing, as beautiful as these AI tools are, as beautiful as these AI tools are, I always have this caution for myself. I don't know if there's any advice you can give to us this afternoon on this. Now, imagine my little daughter coming home and then quickly running to the mommy's phone, her mommy's phone, and then she wanted to do her assignment. Apparently, she has been doing this all this while. How she was able to navigate and get this AI tool was a marvel to me. But she installed it there and was using it to solve her assignments by herself. You know, what oil is to a car engine is what thinking is to the brain. That is what lubricates the brain, and then the brain, if you want to sustain the energy of the brain, you must keep thinking. But this AI tool seems to have robbed us of this ability, because what is the need of you thinking and then doing anything or trying to exert your brain, when you can easily just put it on the any of these tools and then it delivers for you? That is number one. And then my daughter also came home the other day. She had gone to participate in the senior one, in one examination like that, and the facilitator, the invigilator over there was a bit relaxed, and then some of them brought in their phones, and they were using AI to answer questions. Okay, some of these things, do you have a way, an idea for how shall I say it now? Do you have any advice for us on the use of this AI in the workplace so that we do not enter into a realm of self-destruct? Because a situation where you don't even have to think again, you just sit down and then become redundant. You're just feeding everything to AI. What is the advice you have for us on the use of AI? For everything that is very good, there's always a downside to it. What advice do you have for us? So quickly, Dr. Akande, note that down and then let me quickly see if there are other questions here. Okay. Trying to go through the comment section.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a question here, Dr. Akande. Please, will this video be made available on your YouTube channel? Oh, definitely, it will. Well, there's someone who says AI tools helps to improve and enhance our administrative activities. However, it should not be relied on solely in order to avoid brain drain. I think this one is in synchrony with my question.
Yeah, I think that's even.
Hold on, Dr. Akande.
Okay.
Hold on, sir. You are indeed a born teacher, mentor, instructor. Thank you. Thank you again. I appreciate this opportunity. That's wonderful. Okay. Well, I think that's just about it, Doc. You may go ahead with it.
Thank you very much, sir. The number one fact we must accept is that the era we are now
Go ahead, Doc. Okay, maybe your network. I think we're having a network challenge here. Mr. Abiti, can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Hear you.
All right.
I can hear you, sir.
I can hear you,
I just wanted to be sure it's to my network.
I can.
Thank you very much, Doc. So why still waiting for Dr. Akande to come on board? Let me quickly give us a recap of what he has taught us this afternoon. Now, he made us understand that AI is a branch of computer science that aims to create systems capable of performing tasks that normally requires human intelligence, talking about learning, reasoning, etc. Now, he also mentioned that AI systems are developed using algorithms, data processing, and computational models to stimulate aspects of human cognition. Now, he gave us a chart, the normal chart we are used to input, process, output. That is the way it works. And then he went ahead to give us a delivery on the various AI tools available and how to use them perfectly. Talking about ChatGPT, PDF, ChatPixel, and Pop AI, SlideGo, and Quills thereabout. So these are the ones that he has unveiled to us this afternoon. And as beautiful as these AI tools are, my concern is what I've shared with him. We are still expecting him to come on board, and then unveil.
I think he's back.
Okay. Doc, are you back? Dr. Akande?
I just let him in now. Yes, he's back. I can see him there.
All right, welcome back, Doc.
Yes, sir. So, like I was saying earlier, as in the number one fact that we need to accept is that artificial intelligence has come to stay. This is the era of artificial intelligence. And you know, this artificial intelligence, the knowledge and awareness of artificial intelligence has been existing for long. It's just that we've now reached the era, we cannot say we've reached the era of manifestation of the glory of artificial intelligence. It's not as if it has not been existing. Now, all the innovations we've been reading about in developed countries, most are not a product of human thinking, because human thinking are limited due to many factors. You can just take a look as a human being, as a Nigerian. There are many things to worry about, from increasing cost of products, from in epileptic power supply, as in there are many things that bothers us. So all these things compete for our brain power. So that is why it seems human beings are limited. So it's not as if AI has come to replace the role of deep thinking. AI has only come to complement the way we do our things. It has only come to complement the way we do our things.
Thank you so very much. I think Mr. Ajibo Yolakole is saying something. He said expression of individuals will showcase who is naturally intelligent and who is not. Some are relying solely on AI, while some are using the same platform to enhance their capability, which also signals what we have just said. So then there's this question by one Ayodele, well, something like that. Apologies, please. With these are AI tools readily being available to do the major works of data analysts. Won't there be a situation where manpower won't be necessarily required by firms to carry out analysis. I think the facilitator has addressed that at the initial stage of his presentation. He said, ensure that you develop yourself and ensure that you know how to use all these tools so that at least you won't be sent packing. Okay, there's another question here by Adamu Magaji. How is one as a teacher in a university be able to fish out AI authored assignments? Doc, how is one as a teacher in the university be able to fish out AI authored assignments? Doc, this is for you.
Thank you very much, sir. You know,
yeah,
all these technologies is just like this Yoruba proverb that says the white man that did pencil is still the same white man that did eraser. The white man that invented virus.
Doc.
You know, we in computing that made virus, we are still the one that will make antivirus. So we in computing that invented all these AI tools, we are still the one that came up with AI tools detectors. So there are different AI detectors that will always detect any usage of AI. Perhaps in articles, we have seen different lecturers that use AI to generate the whole content of their articles. And when they submit it to publishing house, they will use AI detector to detect. So that's
what you're saying, Doc, is that there's no way to detect this by merely looking at the content.
If you are familiar to how this AI tool works, when you see an AI generated content, you will know. When you see an AI generated content, you will know. And this is another reason why organizations, especially academic institutions, are being advised to come up with different policies to put all this AI usage in check. We can't stop students from using it because it has advantages. For instance, I'm just coming from a training where I taught my students how to carry out data analysis tasks in the hard way, and I still taught them how to carry it out in the with the use of AI tools. So there are platforms that they can use to enhance their knowledge. So we expect all institutions to come up with how to moderate the usage of these AI tools. We can't stop the usage because that is where the world is tending to. We can't stop the usage because there are a lot of benefits that comes with the usage. For instance, in developed countries, they've been using these AI platforms to come up with different innovations in research that may be difficult for human beings to come up with on their own.
All right, Doc, as beautiful as we would love, as much as we would love to hold you here and begin to grill you, because this is a topic that is very sensitive, but we have to go. And once again, I want to appreciate you a lot for coming on board today. And to appreciate you and appreciate every participant today, I want to, I have the singular honor to welcome the convener and the host of the Administrators Hub, Ms. Fola Oyinloye, for the appreciation. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dari. What was that name that Dr. Akande called you?
He said Brainiac. Or Brainiac.
The what? The what?
The Brainy.
The brainy administrator, the one who has all the information of Senate from day one to today, the day he left Landmark University in his head. Thank you so much, Mr. Dari. Thank you for anchoring this program this evening. A job well done. And I want to say a very big thank you also to Dr. Akande. Now, just like he has said, we all met at Landmark University, and we had some kind of discussion last year. And when the administrators hub was opened and he joined, in my heart was, what's Dr. Akande looking for on the administrators hub? What is he looking for? He's a computer scientist, he's an academics. And well, but we did let him in because we know him. because we know him. And then suddenly, sometimes about a month ago, he sent me a message and said he would like to be a part of what is happening on the Administrators Hub and would like to give us a lecture on how we can use AI to improve on what we do as administrators. And here we are this afternoon. I'm sure that everyone on this call this afternoon will agree with me that Dr. Akande has done justice to this topic. He has pounded so much on it. He has made AI very, very attractive. For some of us that are between, traditionalists and the new generation, sometimes we say, okay, yes, we want to engage it. And then we have our reservations with our brain. Will our brains not go dull if we put all our, if we rely solely on AI? I use AI tools a lot, and I know that if you don't have any stuff in your head, you'll get lazy, engaging the AI tools. But he has presented it to us this afternoon in such a way that you can maintain a balance between engaging solely the AI tools and then ensuring that your brain is still working and working very well. I want to thank you so much, Dr. Akande, for all that you have taught us this evening. I'm not sure that we have had this program elongated this far ever before, but it's been so interesting, so interesting learning the things that you have had to teach us today, and we're so grateful. I'm sure that if we call on you again, you'll be willing to hear us. For everyone who is here on the call also this afternoon, all our participants, thank you. It's one thing for us to call for a meeting, and it's another thing for us to have people on the call. What if all we have this afternoon is just us and Dr. Akande and no participants? We want to thank you for believing in what we do at the Administrators Hub and for being here this afternoon. We want to assure you that from time to time, we will continue to bring up relevant 21st century issues for our deliberation and also for knowledge sharing on this platform. Thank you so much for making it a date with us. As some persons have asked us, okay, someone is asking, are you going to have a certificate of participation? Maybe I should also let us know that the Administrators Hub operates as it is today, pro bono. And that's one of the things I was going to mention. If you see any facilitator coming on board the Administrators Hub, the person is coming on board to give back. Is an act of service, to give back to us from the abundance of what they have. And on this note, well, don't let me answer yet. We'll go back to the board of the hub, because it's something that we have also been thinking about. We'll go back to the board of the hub to find out whether we will be issuing certificates to persons who have really attended, who have stayed through with us from the beginning to the end today or not. So I will not be able to answer that question now, but we'll get back to everyone that's been able to attend the meeting today. On this note, I want to just say thank you to every one of us. To our facilitator, you are wonderful. I read a comment now, it said Dr. Akande is in a class of his own. Indeed, I do agree with that. He's on another level, and is on another level entirely, and we're glad that we have been able to pull a big fish like Dr. Akande to the Administrators Hub. I'm sure that for those who were here at the beginning, who had his profile being read, just like Mr. Dari said, quite impressive. A young man that's been able to achieve so much for himself by the helps of God within a very short period of time. Thank you so much. Well done for all that you do. And like I said, we'll call you again. We'll call you again. I'm sure that when we call you again, you will hearken to our call, and you will be there to facilitate again. For those who are asking if they will get the recorded session, yeah, we have it uploaded on our YouTube channel. And if you do register, just like we have requested that you do, if you do register, we'll send the link to you via your email or via your email or your WhatsApp. Thank you so much again so that I do not take our time any further. Thank you so much to everyone, to Dr. Akande, to our anchor, Mr. Sam Dare. Thank you so much. He has done the work of like 4 people today. We all know that, those of us who are internal, we know that he has done the work of like 4 people today. Thank you so much. To all the participants, also, thank you and thank you a lot. Today has been wonderful. It has never happened with me. I have like 3, I was chatting Dr. Akande. I have like 3 networks, and the 3 of them just decided to malfunction today. But I'm glad that we're able to still pull this through, and I'm excited at the result that we've been able to generate. On this note, I want to say a very big thank you to all of us, and say to you, we'll see you next month. Next month, we're looking at personality types in the organization and how we can all relate successfully together and get the expected result. I'm sure that you'll be there with us again next month. Thank you and God bless. Cheers and blessings. Over to you, Mr. Dari.
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you to everyone also. Dr. Ibitoye, can you kindly close us in prayer?
Thank you very much for the privilege, sir. Can we pray? Father, in the name of Jesus, Almighty God, we thank you for today. Thank you for the great presentation. Thank you